Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rafe West. Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about this, without sounding too much blah 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 about the cryptocurrency market. Um, you know, if you look back in some of my videos, my initial prediction for the cryptocurrency market was a multi-year bear market, and this thing works a lot of times in like 4-year cycles. That's been the history of it. But the bigger point of this video is to tell you guys that sometimes you got to go heavy. You know, they talk a lot about DCA, dollar cost averaging, things like that. And that's all cool and everything, right? Dollar cost averaging, doing your thing, this and that. That's fine. But sometimes you have to be adaptability. And by that I mean sometimes you got to go heavy. And this might be one of the times where you have to invest heavier because it is going to go up. I try to be conservative and safe, on how I invest, but sometimes I'm a little bit aggressive. Like I mentioned in other channels, sometimes there's a gambler in me, and sometimes it's good to go heavy, and I think this is one of those times. Also, another thing I noticed, we talk about, I'm talking about mainly Bitcoin right now. We say the ATH, the all-time high is 20K, but when you look at the charts closely, it touched like 19.5 only for like a second, So really the ATH is not 15. It's not, I'm sorry, it's not 20. It's more like, if you look, around 15. If you look at the charts and zoom in closely. So in essence, we almost hit that already. So this range in between 10 and 15 could be for some opportunity to buy heavy if it is going to make a new real all-time high. And like I said, the point of this video is sometimes you have to be adaptable. So let's say you're putting like 5% of your income into BTC. You might at this time try to double down and go heavy, at least for a little while. Remember, you can always change it back. That's what adaptability is about. You can always change it back. So that's what you want to do sometimes. I want to make sure I'm recording right, because I recorded a video and I left it upside down, and I put the title kind of clickbaitish as uptight, boy, I'm tongue-tied, upside down sleep hack. And it wasn't actually an upside down sleep hack. It wasn't an inversion table. It was the Helix pillow. I'm getting into biohacking. I'm going to see if I do some videos on that. But this one here, I want to stick to the point before I go off on a tangent, as most of my videos are unscripted. So I give you stuff on the fly. So there's a time to go heavy. It has to do with being adaptable. You don't do the same thing forever. I know people, I laugh at some people. They go to work 9 to 5 and they get home after 5 and they want to shut their brain off. They're like, thank God I'm out of there. I don't want to think anymore. And that, I don't think, is good. It's bad enough you're working for someone else where it takes away your creative juices, your creativity. You're working to make someone else a millionaire. So that's bad enough, because it will kill your creativity. So you have to be adaptable. And I think this might be one of the times where it pays to be adaptable and go a little heavier. Okay? Go a little bit heavier. And so, yeah, I want to know what you guys think about that. I did call the 20K bloodshed Even though, like I said, if you really look at the charts, it wasn't even 20K. So I think now is a time in the crypto markets to go heavier. There's a lot I don't know. I was trying to understand Chainlink the other day, and the best way someone could explain it to me is think of it like JavaScript or Python for the internet. That much of an innovation, and um, I thank them for explaining it to me in that fashion. So that's what I have for you guys. I think now is the time to go heavy. Now is the time to be adaptable, because you know, it's also about embracing the fear. This market's very volatile, crypto. So it's a market where it's going to get your emotions going. If you look back at some of my previous videos, I did predict a bearish 019 and a multi-year bear market. Then, as we got into this slow growth phase, I predicted more, now's the time to accumulate. It's going to get higher and higher. And sometimes I'm not sure about that. I mean, a crash now would confuse the hell out of a lot of people. I think, it would really confuse the out of a lot of people. And so, yeah, I want you guys to be adaptable. You don't have to listen to me and double down on your purchases right now, but you have to be adaptable. At around 8-ish, the way I looked at it was 10K was a psychological number. So what I did was I kind of doubled down. It was like 83-ish or something. And then I did take profits, my initial amount, and just let like the free BTC just ride there. Transferred it over to a wallet and to my Ledger Nano S, actually, which with that you get Ledger Live and you could have it on your phone or on your desktop. So I finally figured out my Ledger Nano S was actually crashing a little bit. It kept crashing. I wanted to get in there for a while, and I had the updated firmware. I had, everything. It kept crashing, and I finally figured out, I think, once you get the Ledger Live app, it was fine. Then I was able to get in. So I think this might be another opportunity to buy on the heavy side, and then maybe take your initial and let the free BTC that you get ride. So be adaptable is the message of this. Don't be lazy. Be adaptable. And like me, I'm trying to not be lazy by walking around a little bit as I'm doing this video even, okay? Walking around a bit, not messing around, sitting there like a talking head, all right? So, making use of my space here. I have pretty good space here, so trying to make some good use of it. And so yeah, be adaptable. Sometimes you have to go heavy. And guess what, guys? I think now might be the time. For a little while, not forever. You can always change it back. See, people forget that you can always change stuff. Change back, revert back. Okay, be adaptable. Wealthy people get wealthy from moving money around, not from letting it sit in one place doing nothing. The average person or the below average person, broke people, and I'm not saying I've never been broke or am broke sometimes, but I notice that what broke people do is they don't move money around, either because they're lax or they're afraid. They don't understand things. They think everything is a gimmick. So wealthy people move money around. It's constantly on the move. I'm about to move some right now, possibly because I don't like it just sitting there anymore. I used to be okay with that, but now I can't even fathom that, of it just sitting there. So that ties into the whole being adaptable, message here. Be adaptable. Always be moving money around. You can't let it sit. You can let it sit sometimes, sometimes, but not forever. Definitely not forever. And just moving it around, you'll see that things will start twirling your way. So anyway, this is Rafe West. I've just had this on my mind about being adaptable, and sometimes you have to go heavy. That's the summary of this, and I hope everything's fine with you guys. I'm mainly talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Oh, and another thing, sometimes when too many eyes are on something, like all eyes are on Bitcoin, so it doesn't mean that you have to buy Bitcoin. Like, I like things that no one is talking about. Okay, I like that. When someone's not talking about something, but it's kind of in the rear view mirror a little bit. It's like when you're in a car and you see stuff on the road and people say, oh, look at that over there, look at that. And it's amazing how they miss that other beautiful or nice thing over there. So it's the same thing. Sometimes when people are not talking about something, those are the things that come up and jump up on the scene, so to speak. All right. So I will speak with you guys another time. It's Rafe West, just popping up here with a message about adaptability. And sometimes you gotta go heavy. All right, guys. Take care. All right. Peace.